official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Day and welcome everyone to INCRadio Micronesia. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from at whatever time. We're glad to have you here with us today. I'm your host, Sister Marisol Soria, coming to you from the local congregation of Apra Heights here on the island of Guam. And I'm joined today by my lovely crew members here in our INCRadio family of Micronesia, including...
Hello and happy day. I'm Sister Arlene Malikton from the local congregation of Guam. I am your host and producer this evening with Sister Marisol, which I'm so happy to be with this evening tonight. But of course, my crew members as well, like what she said, our YouTube engagers. Let's go ahead and have them introduce themselves.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sister Faye Dinogan. I am one of the YouTube engagers for tonight, but I also have our beautiful teammate with me, and she'll introduce herself next. Sister Jill.
Greetings to all and welcome back to Micronesia's INCRadio satellite. My name is Sister Julian from the beautiful island of Saipan, one of your YouTube engagers tonight, and we are so happy to have you with us and so happy to be back here at the broadcast. Together, let's dig into our conversation and make this a broadcast to remember.
Beautiful. So now that we've met our crew for this evening, we want to start off our topic. Today, we're talking about semester preparation, which is super timely considering the time of year it is with midterms just finished and everyone prepping for that last home stretch to finals. Today, we're joined by a few current students here in our district of Micronesia, and we'd love to introduce them. Our first one is from here on the island of Guam, from the locale of Chico.
Hello po and good evening, brothers and sisters. My name is Brother Cal from the local congregation of Jigo. And in our locale po, I am a choir member and I am currently in college po. I'm in my first year of college and I'm studying at Guam Community College po. And for my majors po, I am currently taking practical nursing po.
Wow, super excited to have you with us, Brother Kyle. We're also joined by your fellow student all the way on the island of Saipan.
Hello, everyone. I am Brother Jan Arway Valienta. I am from the local congregation of Saipan. And my duties in the church is I'm a choir member. I'm a CWS Assistant Secretary. I'm also the Kadiwa District Assistant Secretary and a DMM member as well. So I go to Northern Mayanas College, this is my second year in college, and my major is pre-nursing.
Welcome, Brother RY. We're super glad to have you here with us today as well. Can we just give a quick round of applause for our brothers who are so very active while also balancing their studies? So setting a wonderful example for all of our viewers today and quite the inspiration. So we'd love to hear your guys' input on how to prepare well to succeed in a semester. So our first question for you, brothers, is what strategy has worked well for you in previous semesters that you will continue to use in the following semesters? Let's hear from Brother Kyle first.
So for me po, in the recent years po, even in my high school, and I hope it also works on my next semester po. But for me, when I do my homeworks po, or even projects, I try to start doing what I'm most interested in, and what I also think will be easier for me to finish po. So to manage my time po, that's what I've been doing so far. I think ever since my sophomore year. And it's been working great po. I had a lot of time to do my homeworks and my projects po, because for me when I do my the projects or homeworks that I think are most difficult for me, I tend to take like a lot of time po, and I don't have time to do my other homeworks and projects po. So for me, when I do the easier ones, like that I have po, I enjoy doing it po. And then when I am done doing those homeworks po, I can spend more time on the more difficult homeworks po. So I've been doing that po to manage my time. And also, if I have like a test or a quiz that is coming up po, I try to make a study guide, especially the ones that are very confusing for me po, so that during those tests and quizzes po, I'll be able to prepare myself po.
Those are some really wise strategies, brother. You know, time management is so important for students, right? There's so many things that you have to balance. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Brother Arwai?
For me, Ate Marisol is somewhere that I use last semester is this is really I think everyone really use this is to make a to-do list like every day so that we can manage our time well. Like for example, one example I did before is when the class that I registered for is open, I will try to look at the syllabus. When the syllabus is open, I will try to take notes. Like for example, what is the attendance? How many percentage is the attendance? How many percentage is the homework? So that in order for me to start early and to gain that idea of oh I need to focus on this on the future or something like that. I have evidence. I have my notes. I have my notes too. I have my notes and then
Wow.
yes, I have my notes and I put a little code. It's not really a code, but like for me to get motivated, I said you're gonna fail if you don't read. I think that really motivates me because I feel like sometimes I'm too lazy to read, especially as a nursing student. One thing is you really need to read the book. You just don't listen to the teacher. Also learn by yourself as well too. So I feel like that this one always remind me like to always read because if I don't read, I'm gonna fail. And then look, I have a checklist of like I already read the syllabus, like I need to check my homework and stuff. And also I agree with brother Kyle about the exam, like study guide. Again, study guide. I have study guide notes. I feel like it helps me a lot because I'm not really, I feel like I'm a visual also, but visual learner because I feel like when I write, I feel like it helps me to memorize things. It like I don't know, it's like memory. Like when I write, I feel like oh, I wrote this one, so I feel like it will help me to memorize it more. Lastly, I feel like this one is really important for me back in high school because I ride school bus, right? So every day, this is my dad's reminder for me every day that when you go to school, always pray. Even it's in the bus, I will just close my eyes and start praying. Like guide me on the whole day, make my day really enjoyable, and make my learnings will be more memorable, and it will help me to grow as a nursing student as well.
Wow, such a well rounded list of tips and advice for our students that are tuning in today. Thank you so much, brothers. You know, we even enjoy listening to your stories and your experiences on how you survive your semester. So it's good to know that no one's alone in the struggle and that we're all overcoming with God's help. So that's great. So not only do we have current students joining us on our show today, but we also have graduated students. So we want to hear from those who have made it through, right? So Ate Arlene, what are some strategies that worked for you so that you could make it through school?
You know what? I would say, Sister Marisol, that Brother Kyle and Brother RY has mentioned so many techniques and habits. I do the same thing. I think one thing I want to mention is that, for the semester preparation, when I was in college, it was different. We didn't get a syllabus like right away, We actually had to network and connect with other previous students and ask, how is this teacher or how's this professor, how's this class, what do I supposed to expect? And that's how I actually prepared for like my next semester, and actually trying to figure out like which classes I need to take, like if it's in the morning or if it's in the afternoon. So other than studying tips that Brother Kyle and Brother RY mentioned, I'm a big highlighter and post-it person as well. And I really love a physical book. Not really much of like an online thing. I just feel like if I have it with me, I have no choice but to, like what Brother RY said, read it.
Yes, that's so true. And that's such a good tip too, in as much as we prepare on our own, in the real world, we have to work with other people. So networking as early as in like registering for your classes is huge. I know when I was in college, there were websites where students would post reviews for professors for that semester, and everyone like during class registration week is Googling the names of their professors for whatever works during their schedule. I see Brother RY nodding very, very passionately. Brother RY, I take it that works in Saipan too, huh?
Yeah, sister, like before the semester start, like I start searching the names of my professor and then look at the um reviews from the other students. So I know what to like, oh, I need to low key, I need to like listen to this class so that I can, and those reviews I feel like oh really helps a lot, especially for students, new students, it will help a lot.
Totally agree. When it comes to professors, choosing the one who's right for you and your learning style is very, very helpful. So we're going to head to our second question. What is something that you hope to accomplish by the end of the semester? So for this one in particular, we're going to hear from our current students. So let's start with Brother RY this time.
Some that I hope that I can accomplish this that by the end of the semester is I feel like this is really common is to have good grades and finish all of my classes, like pass all of my classes. But I feel like as a nursing student, one thing that I learned from my professor is she give this advice. She give this advice to us that if you're doing nursing just because you're being paid high, you should quit. Because I feel like nursing is not about just being paying high. It's about saving lives. It's embodying that what you learn and help people around you. So I feel like that really inspired me, and I hope that I can accomplish that by the end of my semester to able to learn what I learn in the class and able to help people around me as well.
Those are beautiful goals. I know those first few that you mentioned are pretty common. Everyone wants to get good grades and survive the semester, but to find a sense of purpose in your major is very, very important as well. Brother Kyle, what are your goals for the semester?
So for me po, I also agree with RY. So other than getting good grades po, I also hope that I will be able to recollect everything that I learned po, especially that although I'm just starting my college life po as a student. So I wish that everything that I learned for this semester will be kept in my mind, but also I also hope uh that I actually want the career that I'm choosing and not just like some kind of Facebook. So I hope that by after this semester po, I am really like determined that I want to take nursing or like I want to go to the medical field. So something like that po. That's what I wish that I will or like what I hope po, that I will get at the end of the semester po.
Again, a very, very beautiful goal, Brother Kyle. So we wish you both the best in your beautiful goals. And we can't wait to hear about all of your success stories with your guys' time management skills and your planning and your diligent praying. I'm sure that you guys will get those goals achieved. Our last question for you, brothers. So, what is it that keeps you guys motivated and inspired to stay on top of the goals that you just mentioned? Let's hear from Brother Kyle.
Uh, other than uh pressuring studies for and homeworks like and also like a lot of things to remember other than those things that motivates me for what motivates me too are like my parents and also my friends. They help me and they also support me. So if when they see me studying for they like do that first before you play games. So like sometimes they take away my phone so that they know that I'm actually studying. So and also some things that I also hear from other people are also motivating me to like keep going. And then even though it's hard at first, as long as you like what you're doing, then that also motivates me to like keep going and actually do what I like to do.
All of those things that you mentioned, I'm sure are motivators that will never disappear. So that's awesome. You're always going to have the inspiration you need. Brother RY, what's keeping you on top of your goals?
For my sister, really for First is really my parents, my family. For me, they make me motivated every day because I feel like I really have a soft spot on my parents as well because I always keep reminding myself that they're getting older. They're not getting stronger, they're getting weak every day. And I feel like having this motivation to work hard for them and able to make them happy in the future as well. And also, I want them to experience the life that they wanted. That I want also to give them the what they give to me. Not really. I know I'm not a perfect son, but I know that they will. I can do this, and then I can do this because they help me too as well. They motivate me as well. Also, the the faith that I have in God also motivated me because I always remind myself that I will not have this knowledge. I will not have this strength of my body without God, without His guidance, without His unwavering guidance in our family as well, and also the plans He set for me. I feel like I really have faith on that, and it's keep me motivated that whatever happens to me is whatever is that God plans that for me as well.
Oh my goodness, brothers, you are bringing tears to my eyes. And I'm sure I'm not the only one listening to this and feeling my heartstrings being pulled. But with that being said, if I was your parents, I'd be bookmarking this video so I could hear that. So I can hear that again. Thank you so much, brothers, for all of your wonderful advice and sharing with us your beautiful motivations and goals. To close out our discussion for today, we want to play a little game. So we are going to enter into game time. Alrighty, so if we can ask Kuya Tech to pull up our PowerPoint for today's game is called This or That School Essentials. So there's going to be two choices. We can go ahead and practice. For the first choice, if you prefer that one, you're going to put up a finger heart like this. And if you like the second choice better, then you're going to put a thumbs up like this. So we're going to play this game in grid mode or tile mode, and we're going to hear from all of our crew that's joining us today as well. So current students and past students. All right, so first subject is textbook or online sources, AKA PDFs. Which one do you like to read better? Ready, set, go. Wow,
I
okay.
know, right? I see that RY with me.
All right, so let's hear from someone who prefers the textbook. So Sister Faye, why do you prefer textbooks? I mean, they're so heavy.
Yeah, actually, I did both because both are good. But I'm like a visual learner, just like Brother RY. So I kind of have to see like my progress, and I feel like that's me with like all the other like books. You kind of just have to see like how much you've gone through, and then I also like writing notes on the actual textbook. I feel like it's easier on there.
True, true. I guess with you saying that, maybe I'm in between because sometimes I'm totally guilty of printing those PDFs too, just so I can write on them. All right, so we're going to do two more to close out our discussion. So next one is, are you a visual learner or an auditory learner? Ready, set, go. Oh, wow. So it looks like our auditory learners are the minority tonight. Sister Jillian, why are you an auditory learner?
Oh, I think her audio is not working.
Oh no, my fellow auditory learner has bad audio today. It's okay, sis. I'll answer for you. So I think I'm an auditory learner personally because of how I grew up, like through church and stuff. It was the first way that I was learning things, just listening, right? So I think that kind of between that and, my immersion into music, my brain just automatically favors processing information that way if I can. I also think it's efficient because I don't have to be sitting down. I can be like driving or doing chores around the house while also learning my material. Alrighty, so last one. Color-coded notes or plain black and white notes? Ready, set, go. Wow, okay. Brother Kyle, one and only. Why do you prefer black and white plain notes?
Uh, because for me, sometimes my eyes hurt when I see too many colors and I get confused. But for like black and white plain notes, I think that when I make my own notes, I like to just do underlines and stuff, not highlighting or like making it color coded, because I think that's easier for me to like notice and also to remember.
Wow, that is so interesting. Isn't it amazing all the different ways people's brains process information? Wow. Alrighty, so it's really cool to get to know everyone's different studying preferences and how we learn. So that closes out our discussion today. Thank you again to our guests for sharing all of that information with us. We hope that our viewers today were able to get some good strategies on how to be successful this semester. So with that, we want to hear from our viewers. If they're in the live chat, Sister Faye.
Thank you, Sister Marisol. And if I can say, what a fun game and also a great discussion. Honestly, it makes me want to go back to school already. But for now, I hope all the talk about semester preparation has prepared us for our YouTube chat comments. So we have a lot of comments today. Our YouTube engagement question was, what are your semester preparation essentials? So we do have a few brethren who answered the question. So let's hear from our friends in the YouTube chat. We have Brother Ronald Carlos saying happy viewing to all. He also gave a shout out to our host, Sister Marisol. He said, we're so glad to have you in Micronesia. And he also added that you were his Bible student from 15 years ago. So that's a fun fact to know. And so moving on, we also have Brother Roger Manzanilla. Brother Roger Manzanilla, saying hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Hashtag Micronesia. Hashtag Guam. And then he also said to answer the question of what are some semester preparation essentials. He said re-engagement, panata, and only kape. So like unlimited coffee, right? Okay, he also said happy belated birthday to Sister Angela Hernandez from Upper Heights, as well. Happy advanced birthday to Sister Sabrina Sapilio. Happy birthday! And he also said, we love you po. Love the Manzanilla family. Ka Roger, Ka Ella, Sister Sandy, and Sister Jewel. We also have Sister Eileen Kerlencha saying, good evening, everyone. Jigo represent. And she also said, yay, Brother Kyle. So, hi, Ata I. Thank you for your comments. As well as Brother Ronick Lizardo saying, hashtag San Jose represent. He also said, good evening to all the brethren po, San Jose, and hashtag Micronesia. Sister Jill, do you have any additional that you want to add?
Yes, boss, Sister Faye. So for the first one po is from Brother Mario Ocas saying, good evening here in the Philippines and stay safe, brethren. Greetings from local of Brixtonville, district of Caloocan North. Hello po there in the district of Caloocan North. And next up, we have Sister Michelle Gingang saying, greetings to all kapatid from the local of Garapan, hashtag Garapan. And she also said, for the parents, we always remind our kids to pray before they leave the house, hashtag Garapan. And next up, we have Sister Irene Reyes from the local of Machanao saying good evening, brethren. And from the local of Saipan in the island of Saipan, say we have Sister Jade Pasha saying, good evening po everyone. I'm ready and excited for tonight's broadcast po. Hashtag Saipan and hashtag CWS. And she was also our first comment. And we have Brother Matt Louis Pasha saying some of my essentials to prepare for an upcoming semester is to remember what courses or subjects I'll be taking for that semester and gauge what to expect from them and also having notebooks from them. And that's it for all the comments. So before we wrap up, a huge thanks to everyone who joined us today and shared your thoughts in the live chat. And your engagement brings so much energy to our show, and we love hearing from each and every one of you. So to everyone who commented, asked questions, or just came to enjoy the conversation, thank you for being part of our INC Radio family. Your presence makes this all worthwhile, and we can't wait to have you back for our next episode. Until then, stay connected, stay safe, and keep spreading those positive vibes. And now, to keep things going, I'll hand it over to our fantastic sister Erlene for the CFO in Action segment.
Thank you, Sister Julian. And yes, let's go see what's been happening in the District of Micronesia.
CFO in action.
And of course, last week on um, November 10th, on Sunday, we did have a subsea film showing premiere that happened in two locations in the District of Micronesia. First one is in the island of Saipan and in the island of Guam. The pictures that you actually see is actually pictures from the Saipan location at the Grand Rival Hotel Ballroom. We see Brother Julius Malaban and our assistant district minister leading them in that awesome activity, and all the brethren that were all in participation. And we want to know what's going on in the District of Micronesia. First of all, tomorrow is the Songs of Salvation. We do have two teams that are coming up to present their Songs of Salvation. And then, of course, in the month of December, on December 6th, we do have a booklet special gathering, and that is for all the married brethren here in the Iglesianicristo Church of Christ. And we have that um, specially planned for all of us. And also, lastly, to end the year, we do have a family picnic that is scheduled on December 28th. So we would like to see you all there in the upcoming activities. So you see your lovely pictures shown here on INC Radio Micronesia. And going forward, we want to know who is the local hashtag winner from last week's broadcast. Drum roll, please. It is Manila! Congratulations, Manila, and also to the resident minister, Brother Ron Carlos, all the way there. Thank you for your lovely support and also your local support. And also, most supportive person in our live chat last week. Actually, there's two. It is, drumroll please, and congratulations to these brethren, Brother Micronesia and Sister Krisha Rodriguez. Thank you so much, and they are from the local congregation of Jigo and Koblerville. Now back to you, Sister Faye.
Okay, so we want to invite everyone for our next week's broadcast, which is on Saturday, November 23, 2024 at 10 p.m. tomorrow Standard Time. Our topic is going to be budget-friendly food choices, which I think is perfect for the coming weeks. If you know what's coming up, right? Sister Harley. Yes, so hopefully you all look forward to that. We also want to add an additional comment that we saw was from our Assistant District Minister, Brother Julius Malabanan. He says, "Happy viewing po. Have a great show from Ka Julius." And so with that being said, we want to give our ending of the show greetings and thank you to first and foremost our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, as well to our SEBSI President, CEO, and CFO Coordinator, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo. And then we'll pass it now to Ata Arlene.
Thank you, Sister Faye. And yes, we want to mention our thank yous to our District Minister, Brother Joven Sapilo Jr., and also to our Assistant District Minister, Brother Julius Malabanan. And also, thank you again to our CFO Overseer, always guiding us here in INC Radio, Brother Roger Manzanilla Jr., and to our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother RJ Villegas Jr. Thank you so much, Paul. And of course, to my crew members here on INC Radio Micronesia, Brother RY, Brother Matt, Sister Bama, Sister Jillian, Sister Gwen, and of course, Sister Randy, Sister Faith, Sister Avie, Sister Maribel, and also to our brothers, Brother Randy, Brother Michael, and Brother Sean. And lastly, want to say thank you again to our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel and Dial, for always guiding us here in our satellite studio.
And with that, that sadly brings us to the end of our show tonight. Man, this 30 minutes passes by so fast when you're having fun, right? But we have to say goodnight for now, and we'll see everyone next week. Good night, Micronesia, and stay tuned because we have Washington, D.C.'s INC Radio coming up next.